DeMaria has collaborated with Beaumont on various construction projects over the years, and during that time, we've developed a solid relationship as well as an understanding of Beaumont's project expectations. When the service center project began, it was important for us to meet with not only the client Beaumont, but also the architect Newman Smith.
Even though we were bringing people off the hospital campuses, that we wanted to have the connection to the patient and the family every day.
The construction management delivery method was used for the Beaumont Service Center project because Beaumont desired to have higher quality, a better budget, and a shorter duration for their project.
Obviously, the project was so fast-paced that we had to really become one team, and I think the personalities within the team worked really well together. So in terms of working with DeMaria, they were great.
One of the biggest challenges on the project was meeting Beaumont's requirement that when their leases expired, it was mandatory that their people had a finished space to move in so they could finish work on a Friday in their existing site and move into the new space on Monday and continue their work.
We were able to order product and materials upfront in order to hit this aggressive schedule.
As a construction manager, we had to coordinate with Beaumont, the owner, and Newman Smith, the architect, to meet their schedule. We were doing construction and working with them in design and pre-construction all at the same time.
Phasing was a very critical part of this project, as Beaumont had 29 other locations around the Southeast Michigan area that they wanted to consolidate into one service center.
The relationship played a huge factor with working with Beaumont, Newman Smith, and the tradesmen on a daily basis. Without having a good working relationship with each other, we would never finish the project on time.
Kemeny Recreation Center is the hub of the Boynton neighborhood, the southernmost part of Detroit. Built in 1957, the building was named for Charles Kemeny, a Detroit native who was killed in World War II and was awarded the Purple Heart and Silver Star. Located at Fort Street and Schaefer, the 21,000 square foot center and surrounding park provided the neighborhood abundant recreation and learning opportunities, as well as a community gathering space. The city closed the center in 2015 in preparation for demolition and construction of a new facility in the present parking lot. Due to the turbulent construction environment at the time, it was determined that renovating and expanding the facility was more fiscally responsible. During the closure, the building was vandalized, wiring and metals scrapped, and both the basement and portion of the first floor were flooded. Fortunately, the most beautiful feature of the original center, the wood gymnasium ceiling, remained untouched and became a key feature for the renovation. Ground was broken in July 2017 for the $9.5 million project, with a portion of the funds donated by neighboring Marathon Petroleum. The project included an addition of nearly 10,000 square feet, renovation and adaptive reuse of the existing structure, expanded parking lot, and park improvements. The original gymnasium was converted to a sports hall for dance, martial arts, and other group activities. The original pool was infilled to create the banquet room, kitchen, art room, library, and technology center. The remaining area was renovated for a senior activity room, fitness room, and offices. The addition contains a high school-sized gymnasium and locker rooms. Beyond the architectural features, the entire building system was replaced. Completed in October 2018, Kemeny is now positioned to serve the community for future generations.
St. Joseph Mercy Health System Cancer Center addition and renovation was a renovation of the existing cancer center and a new addition to help expand so that they could add more infusion bays, exam rooms, private treatment rooms to make it a little bit more comfortable and inviting. It also expanded their research laboratory because they are well known for the research and being innovative on cancer treatment. A couple of the goals that we had was to really kind of have an iconic front entrance so that when people came in, it really differentiated that from the rest of the hospital. The other part of that was making sure that through the quality that we put in, that it was really well shown through our installation all the way down so that when patients and staff came in, that they really felt a very comfortable, warm, inviting space. The entire campus around us was live, so keeping them informed, having them understand what was going on was really critical. Other aspects of it are they have a full pharmacy that's now located on the infusion floor. The infusion bays are much more comfortable. They added a learning center. They have a research lab that's in the lower level. They implemented a new coffee area. On the second floor, they have a lot more exam rooms, so they have an IHA, 2 different sides for the clinical side. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's less walking for the staff. The landscaping was a huge part of it, that they wanted to make sure that patients, while they were receiving infusion treatments, that they weren't looking out at a parking lot. They were actually looking at a lot of greenery. We brought in 5 different stones from the Great Lakes, and it's kind of a symbol for healing. I'll tell you, it was by far one of the best, most fun jobs that I've ever worked on. I think it really worked for them because a lot of their stuff that they did was through donors, so it did bring in a lot of additional help, money, and showed that we were really part of the team. And then we correlated all of that information and shared that with our subcontractors to make sure that they understood this is not only a facility that you, a friend, or your loved one could be in, but anybody at any moment in time could be here, but this is also helping you sustain your livelihood. So, have some pride.